Hey there, good looking. Do you find that you've got shoulder pain or you've been told to fix your posture? Well, simply pulling your shoulders back and down really isn't the best solution for trying to correct posture. In this workout, we're going to work through a series of bodyweight only mobility drills and strengthening drills that'll focus on strengthening the upper back as well as opening up to the front of the body. Two crucial components needed for better posture. The only thing that you need is access to a wall. All right, let's go get started. Let's get started. Getting down onto the mat in a 90-90 position, one shin in front, the other leg behind, hand just off of the hip. Arm opens up so we can feel a good stretch through the front of the body. And then I want you to reach in between the arm and the hip. Reach, reach. Inhale, exhale. Working into the shoulder and thoracic spine and a little bit into the hip as well, because the body is all connected. If we are having issues, for instance, with the shoulder, we also need to look at the rest of the body. Two more. Last one. Other side. Leg in front, lined up with the front of your mat. Knees pointed to the back of your mat. Hand is just off this hip. Start with a reach. Feel that expansion, that opening. And then reach it through. You may find one size tighter than the other. These types of workouts are really good feedback for you on what perhaps you need to focus on in the future. Two more. Last one. Excellent. All fours. Step your right leg forward. Step your left leg back. Now you can keep the knee on the ground if you'd like, or power it up, lifting it off. Right arm's going to wrap around the body like you're giving yourself a hug, and I want you to really rotate the elbow away and then reach up. Hug it, rotate, reach up. Now these are safe for osteoporosis because we aren't going through end range of motion. So here we're opening up the T-spine, rotating, opening up the back hip. Be strong in that back leg. Two more. Last one. Ooh, that one felt good. Other leg, let's bring it forward. Hands on the mat. Again, we can keep that back leg on the mat or lift it off. Now that left hand wrap around the shoulder. Now bring that left elbow. You're trying to point it as much as you can to your right side, and then let go of the shoulder, reach up, look up. Grab onto the shoulder, rotate, look up. Last two. One more. Knee to ground. Find that wall. Hips right against it. We can sit cross-legged or legs in front, whatever feels best for you. But we want the hips right against the wall. From there, I want you to slide your chin in. Are you able to get the back of the head to hit the wall? If you're not, maybe throw something behind the head. If you don't have any to throw in, just do your best. But we're not going to lift the head up to look up to the ceiling to get the head there. We're sliding the chin in. That's important. Once we get there, we'll do our best to try to get the back of the hands against the wall. So my elbows And the backs of my hands are nowhere near the wall, but I'm doing my darndest. And then inhale up, exhale down. We're sliding the arms up and down, working into the posture muscles here while we maintain this neutral alignment with our spine. Trying our hardest to get the backs of the hands against the wall without bending our wrists back, right? We're keeping those wrists neutral. Getting a little heat in the upper and mid back area. Three more. One more. Woo! Moving on to our stomachs. We'll position the arms like the letter Y or letter V, lift them up, and then position them in a letter T, lift them up, thumbs pointed up. Let's lie down, tuck the chin in. If you want to scoot something underneath the forehead to give the neck some support, go for it. Extend the arms, letter V or Y, thumbs up, tuck the toes into the ground, keep the pelvis neutral. Now just lift the arms only. Y, slide them, lining up with the shoulder, thumbs up. T, go back to the Y. Good. Now, at your tempo, your speed, flow through these two movements, keeping those thumbs up to the ceiling, trying to lift the arms as high as we can. Slight bend of the elbow. Toes are tucked in and then gripping the ground so we don't lift the lower body up as well. Hitting middle and lower traps, muscles responsible for helping us to pull our shoulders back and down. One more of each. Hands under shoulders, press up. We can stay in a modified plank, full plank. From here, push the ground away, round the shoulders only, so shoulder blades pulling apart as much as you can. Hips stay neutral. Now let the shoulder blades come together. Do it again. Protract, retract. Strengthening the muscles around the shoulder, underneath the armpit area. Tighten up through the core. This one's a hard one to get, so if you can't quite figure it out, please go on the knees. Figure it out there. But it's just shoulder blades coming apart, shoulder blades coming together. Hips are staying quiet. One more of each. Knees to ground. Whew. All right, we've got one more of those three moves. Wall slides. However you'd like those legs of yours to be. Lower back against the wall. Slide the chin in. Arms up. Slide up. And down. Chin stays centered. Last four. Keep those elbows sliding on the wall, doing our best to get the back of the hands to slide to. One more. Whew, that does produce some heat in those muscles. All right, Y, T drill on your stomach. We can also throw a pillow underneath the hips if you're feeling a little uncomfortable in your low back. Once again, roll towel or yoga block can go under the forehead as well. Extend the arms, thumbs up in a Y position, toes tucked under, grip the mat, chin tucked in, and lift up for Y, lower, slide the hands to the T position, lift up for T, lower, slide them back to Y. One more of each. Hands under armpits, press yourself up into modified plank. Stay here or full plank. Push the ground away, protract, retract, shoulder blades come together. Two more. Neutral spine, knees to ground. On your back. For my osteo crew, I'd love for you to build the ground up so your knees aren't all the way to the ground, doing a deep side twist or spinal twist. So a big fluffy couch pillow would be fantastic. Everybody else, knees to one side of the body, hands are stacked. Top arm reaches up, opens up, back of the hand hits the mat behind us, gaze follows the hand. Do it again. Working into that T-spine shoulder while also getting a lovely stretch in your pec. So your chest muscles play a big role in your posture. They tend to be tight in many of us, and that will pull on the shoulder, causing that rounding look. Knees are stacked, feet are stacked. One more. Hold here. Turn your gaze, if that's comfortable for you, towards the hand. Couple breaths. And knees to the other direction. Hands stack here. Again, my osteo crew, let's put a pillow on this side, build up the ground for that bottom knee. So we're not in such a deep spinal twist. Top hand reaches up. Knees are at 90, hips are at 90. Follow your hand with your gaze. Nice and slow though, so you don't get dizzy. Two more, and then we'll hold it for a couple of breaths. One more. Hold it here. If it's comfortable, turn your gaze to that hand. And bring your hands back together to close. On your stomach. I call these baby back bends, baby spinal extensions. Shoulders back and down. Elbows pointed to the back of your mat. Feet flat on your mat. Chin tucked in. Hands just under the shoulders. Just using a little bit of the hands. Lift the chest up. Hold. Lower. Now if you like, you can lift the hands up as well. Not a big back bend, not a big extension, just enough to fire up the extensor muscles. Slight pause and then lower. Up, hold, lower. Up, breathe, lower. Two more. Up, release. Last one. Up. Pull the shoulders back and down as well. Release. Bring your arms up. Pretend we're doing a snow angel, but face down. Not recommended though, right? Lift the arms up, circle them. When we get to the sides of the body, turn the palms up and bring them so that one is stacked on top of the other, resting on the small of your back. Chin tucked in. Once you've seen me, add a little bit of spino-erector contraction by lifting the chest up ever so slightly, and let's go back. Here we go. Do it again. Maybe the other hand's on top now when we get to the small of the back. So I do have a slight lift of the chest, but I am still looking down to protect my neck. I can feel my low back muscles working, and I'm trying to keep my arms fairly straight as I snow angel them up, and then I bend the elbows and they rest on the top, small of my back. 4 more. Last one. And press yourself up. One knee kneeling, other leg kicks out. This hand comes down just in front. Thread this one through, reach up, look up. Thread through. 2 more. Right here, reach up, look up, hold. If it's comfortable, turn your gaze to your hand. Arm comes down. Other side, leg straight, knee under hip, hand in front of thigh. Reach under, rotate up. One more, reach it up and hold. Turn your gaze if that's comfortable for the neck. Release. Big toes together, knees wide, walk the hands forward, forehead to mat, or maybe throw a yoga block under the forehead and build your ground up. Now bring your arms down by your side, palms up in a traditional child's pose. Press up, final stretch, back to our wall, this time standing. Opening up into the pecs, where we were talking about earlier about how important it is to keep those muscles stretched for our posture. Elbow is up, forearms resting on our wall. Inside leg steps forward. We're going to lean forward, and now I want you to rotate away from that arm and look over the opposite shoulder. So my elbow's at shoulder height. It can definitely be a little higher too. You'll get varying different stretch by going up at shoulder height, higher, higher, higher. Our pecs run in different angles there, so you can play around with that and see which one is tightest for you and hold there. Release. Other side. Elbow shoulder height or slightly higher. Forearms resting and hand on your wall. Inside leg steps forward. I want you to lean forward and now turn your body away. Add that rotation into the neck, looking over that outside shoulder. I tried to keep this workout under 10 minutes, but there's just so much I wanted to do with you, so we went quite long. But we did hit everything that can restrict shoulders and can cause poor posture. Release. So I hope you favorite this, and I look forward to reading your comment down below. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.